So 3 or 4 years ago, I authored a book, Caregivers Scaretakers, Exposing Fraud in Senior Care. Why did I do this? Caregiving was very change of life. And if anybody's been a caregiver knows it is a life-changing experience. We put our careers on hold, our families on hold to take care of our vulnerable loved ones, which was my dad for 6 years with home health care, home care agency, and my mother for 6 months, who lived about 25 minutes away. They were divorced over 35, 40 years, 50 years. Anyway, I cared for my dad for 6 years. One fall does it all. Fell and broke his hip. After he broke his hip on separate occasions, he needed 24/7 care. Of course, none of us realized what a life-changing experience this would be. I cared for my mom for 6 months under home hospice care due to cancer. During these crisis moments, I enlisted home care agencies to help. I mean, wouldn't you? So when you call a home care agency and you're in a crisis, you don't have time to interview 3 or 4. You just go with one you're recommended and go on. And come to find out that private pay home care agencies have no regulatory oversight. And what does this mean? Well, as I mentioned earlier, being in real estate, I have been fingerprinted and background checked in the state of Texas, in Arkansas, background checked for the state of Pennsylvania recently. In Texas, it's called FBI Ratback, and that's an ongoing real-time background check. So even if I got busted for drugs someplace, it would blip up on the federal background check. It would notify the police to notify the, say, Arkansas State Police to notify my employer. Wow. Okay. Or actually Texas. But I'm trying to empower my voice to get laws changed in the state of Arkansas. Is that big enough? No. This really needs to be a federal law. Federal law that all caregivers of humanity, whether daycare, disabled, any vulnerable human being, that anybody who's going to be caring for them should be fingerprint and background checked. School teachers are, my dental hygienist is, my massage therapist is. I am to sell you a piece of dirt even if I'm never in your house. I have been fingerprinted and background checked. So my father paid over $200,000 a year to a particular home care agency. And the woman let me know a few years into her employment that she had been in jail before for meth. No wonder she had a beautiful smile, because her teeth weren't real. And it's a long story, over 6 years, but long story short is she was taking a lot of his money, or he was giving it to her. Some other good qualified caregivers were wrongly fired, and the caregiver that had been in jail, she was a professional con artist, and she was with him off and on throughout the entire time, manipulating him, manipulating the agency, manipulating me. I thought I'd found a new best friend when she finally arrived. 1, she showed up. 2, she showed up on time. 3, she was engaging with me and my family. So, yeah, and like Flint. So, my book, it's like a puppet hand, breaking the heart of the family member, isolating them from the family and friends, and the money goes out the door. So it's not only my story about my dad on one occasion or my mother on another occasion. It's stories I'm hearing nationwide of adult children who have hired home care agencies to take care of their disabled brother or their mother or something, and you know, if these people are getting paid $10 to $14 an hour, independent contractor, don't you think they might feel entitled to maybe find something in the house of value? Maybe? Now, don't get me wrong. There are some very good, caring caregivers. And when you find them, pay them well and treat them like gold, because they are. And you can't teach people to care. So, a little second story is about my mom. I had a different caregiving agency for her, and that person from that caregiving agency stole her Oxycontin and hydrocodone the first week. So, you know, between my dad over here and this going on, my mom over there bedridden with cancer, it was a lot, as well as trying to, you know, work and get on with my life. So because of my experiences with inept, immoral, unethical caregivers, I was compelled to author this book, Caregivers Scaretakers. So what can we do? Well, in the back is a list of questions. So whatever's happened with your family, maybe it's not your family. How about you? How about you? If you've got kids or you've got a few assets, who's going to take care of your stuff? Probate? The state? It's over 63 million people are in the caregiving, non-paid caregivers, 63 million people right now in the United States. And an interesting statistic I just found, what is the most common job in the U.S.? As of May 2024, home health and personal care aides hold the title of the most common job in the U.S., employing nearly 4 million people, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. They surpass the fast food workers, retail salespeople, reflecting the growing demand for in-home care as the population ages. So it's not only about like me whining about what happened to my parents. What's going to happen to us later? This is why I must empower voices causing ripples of change, because caregivers, people who care for humanity, must be fingerprinted and background checked. I care, and I can't do this alone. And you might say, well, Jackie, what can I do? What you can do is contact your legislators in your state and in your federal offices. I'm working perhaps to get a change.org on my website to start a petition. A friend of mine, Susie Singer Carter in California, has just completed a movie. It's on Amazon called No Country for Old People. It's about her mother being so mistreated in a 5-star nursing home in California. So it's about long-term care, not only home care, but long-term care, nursing homes, assisted living, even independent living. Who's going to take care of us in the last quarter? Hey, y'all. I'm going to narrate a little bit because I'm being filmed out here in the cattle. So I'll give you a brief description of kind of what we're trying to do. That's my longhorn Dallas. He's not cooperating. So we're trying to round up all the cattle. We've got around 25 head. That's Ruby, my only red cow left. And that's Mila down there with the tail chasing around. And all the cattle are way over there, and they need to come over here. That's my neighbor Kennedy with her dog. She's younger. It's her first time out here. They're new neighbors down the hill, so they offered to help. They're running all over the place. Okay, now I've got food. Food is always the best answer, isn't it? There we go. Drink at the open gate. Come on. One way or the other, we're going to get them in there. There's my horses. Come on through, women. These are all cows with my longhorn. He is a steer, and he's not a bull. You'll see Bully, the bull, a little bit later. Okay, we're going in the right direction. Yeehaw! That's Jojo, my blue heeler. You always got to have dogs around. It'd be great if they would work better. Healer dogs are great work dogs if they know what they're doing. That's a couple of my family members that live nearby. Sean is very helpful, his sons. There we go. We have 3 pins in this lot. We gotta get them down the chute.
Come on, girls. Go on.
There we go.
There you go.
Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl.
There
you go. That's all right.
Back away to get them down the chute.
That'll work.
Okay, well, you go ahead and treat those.
You put a bar behind their butts. They
Okay,
won't back
there you go,
up,
Kennedy.
back out of there.
You're good. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
My husband, Max Ryan, is putting a, we call it dewormer, a parasite, to kill parasites. Kennedy there is putting on fly liquid to kill off the flies.
See that rusty spot where that this goes into that one?
There you go. Out there. Okay. Okay, guys. Getting moving. Getting moving in there. There you go. Yep. 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 Get them all. Get behind that gate. You're fine. Push that gate. Yeah. All right. We got it. There we go. We're good. Okay.
Gotta have safety. These are 1,000-pound animals. Gotta respect them. A lot of flies.
Get him, Joe. Get him, Joe. It's all right. Here we go. Get him, Joe. Come on,
Yep.
Joe.
Move them along. Last batch of cows to get in there to be
All right.
doctored.
There you go. Come on.
Okay, those 2 small ones you see were heifers, young calves
Well, we want the calf. We just got to put it the other way.
that we need to wean away from their mothers.
All right. Move, cow. Hang on. We're good.
So we're doctoring the cattle
There we go.
and
All
going
right.
to wean those 2 calves.
Kennedy, we need to open that gate.
Those calves weigh around 400 pounds. They're about 5 months old.
Can't get them all in there, but that'll be a... There you go. Just get behind that gate. There you go.
There's Ruby. Dallas. He's a pretty boy. Not good for anything except a decoration.
Yeah. Oh, my girls.
Okay, there's Bully. Bully. And my old horse, Rocky's 25. So we let them out of the horse lot. Yes, I can hand feed Bully. He's a good boy. So we're going to put Bully
Get him.
down with his daughters. We keep him away from the cows for now. We let him back out with the cattle.
I want him in the pasture, not
Straight
down the alley. There you go. There you go. Get in the pasture.
Stage right, Bully.
Get in the pasture.
So these are 2 calves that we weaned out the other day. They're heifers. That's my bull. That's Helen. We're going to keep Helen with the white spot on her. She's a little taller. Her mother broke her hip having her, so we had to bottle feed Helen. So she's tame, unlike these 2 other heifers are. These calves are around 5 months
old now. So your beef does not come from the freezer, they come right here from the farm. I'll sell these 2 calves at the sale barn about 45 days. We are weaning them from their mother. And beef is what's for dinner. Hi, this is Jackie Ryan. We're with the Backcountry Horsemen of Northwest Arkansas. We are one of 4 chapters in the state of Arkansas. Backcountry Horsemen of America is a national organization. And so we're at Devil's Den State Park today, south of Fayetteville, where we're going to be working on the trails. It's public lands trails, and so we're out here to mark trails for the equestrians and to clear the trails for hikers as well. And so we've got over 100,000 members in our national chapter. In our local chapter here at Northwest Arkansas, we have around 75 members and growing. I'm excited that we have a new member today. Actually, there's a couple of members who do not have horses, but it's amazing how our geldings can multiply. So we can always round up a horse for you. Please join our Backcountry Horsemen of America. It's bcha.org or bchnwa.net. Okay, well, you know, we're all multifaceted, and this has been my career for the last 30 plus years, is commercial real estate. We started with a shot of the traffic because being a commercial building is very important for traffic count, which here on 71 Business in Lowell, Arkansas, north of Springdale, south of Rogers Bentonville, is around 15,000 cars daily, average traffic count. And I just met with a potential retail tenant to come into the real estate building here. This is our real estate sign. I office the Simplicity Real Estate Solutions. I go by Jackie Perry. That's been my career name in real estate the last 30 plus years, my maiden name. And so when people are interested, they can just screenshot the QR code and learn about the shopping center. So let's move to the shopping center. So you see, looking at it, that it can be 1 to 4 retail locations. This one retailer I just spoke with would take around 2,000 feet of the first north space here. And so if you want to move closer, it is owned by Flooring by Design, which is over here to your right. He's got a floor store. So he built this shopping center and moved here so he could have semi-trucks coming in to make deliveries in the back of his warehouse, where he couldn't have that before. It's very complicated for deliveries. This location here, in fact, has 2 overhead doors. And so if you want to come this way, we'll come and look at the building real quick. So we've got ample parking. This building was just completed about the last 6 months. But I've spoken with a contractor to go ahead and get the concrete, the plumbing, it's called plumbing leave-outs and concrete floor down, because anybody looking at this thinks it's going to be like 6 months out. And we've got to get this ready for like a tenant to come in within 90 days. So we're going to go ahead and see about getting a concrete floor put in. And if you look in here, then you see there's overhead doors. So for a tenant that could have some drop-off deliveries with the we call it bobtail truck, or even a semi that they could lower their pallets here and bring. So this would be office, showroom, and retail space. It's a very nice, clean building. We just got to get it a little bit further down the road. So this is my office out here. This is my desktop, top of my car. And so when we're looking to this is building plans. And so you see here, the short space is 55-foot depth. The longer space for the overhead doors are 95-foot depth. And so then it depends on how much anybody wants for their business. I would rather read real estate contracts than recipes. I don't cook. So I really enjoy talking about grade level doors, 3-phase electric, things like this. This is what I've done in my career. I started in Dallas, Texas. I'm licensed in the state of Texas, in the state of Arkansas, and now in the state of Pennsylvania, specializing in commercial real estate. I had my CCIM designation, Certified Commercial Investment Member, for over 25 years. It's like a PhD in commercial real estate. So of course, then we have our trusty 25-foot measuring tape, which, you also have laser. So when you're measuring a building, it goes from the outside of the building to the center of the column to make sure you get all the square footage that this tenant's going to lease. I could talk shop about commercial real estate all day. I love what I do. I love helping small businesses to start, expand, size down, sell their property. I don't sell businesses, but I sell dirt. I sell dirt. So I'm going to leave you with my one bumper sticker I have on my car. Well-behaved women rarely make history. So what does that mean to us? That means that we don't behave well, and that's why we are busy making ripples in the world, whether to help somebody with their business or anything personal or professional, that we are causing ripples in the world. That's what we do.